Welcome back, everyone, to River and Sea. I have returned to the Argonauts, where Ramdir has had a chance to view them. What do you think about them?
Behold, the pillars of the kings.
I wish
I
that,
wish I could explain to you what this means to me.
but I simply cannot. Isildur, Anarion, it's overwhelming. The wardens of Minas Ithil have long fought on in the memory of the Tower of the Moon, though it has been lost to the enemy for so many years. It is called Minas Morgul now, and those of us who remember that it once stood for are very few. Many of my fellows abandoned the cause because it seemed impossible to go on. They said that we had toiled for naught. Would they think so if they could stand where I stand now and gaze upon the likenesses of Isildur and Narion? They are a reminder, Pine Sea, that the works of men will last, that the spirit of man cannot be crushed despite adversity and the passage of time. Even the orcs cannot tear them down, and if they sought to, my heart sings that the men will take up the pieces and build them anew. All right. Oh, and what do we take after? Oh, it doesn't matter. I can't use any of them. Well then, back to the camp. I am back, and it seems like everybody in your party is now happy.
Everyone is happy? That is unusual.
But perhaps now they will be focused enough for us to see the rescue of our guardian. Okay, yes. Okay, yeah, maybe your guardian isn't too happy yet, but that's an entirely different matter.
I suppose we are as ready as we are likely to be.
Yes, let me know when you are ready to begin and we can go over the plan. All right, let's go over the plan and rescue your guardian.
Everyone is ready? Very well.
Let's go and rescue Drafly Broadshield.
I have been in this cage for what seems like days. Are my friends coming to rescue me or not? Should they even bother? They have probably left already.
Oh, well. What do you think about this, Stu? There is the encampment, Pine Sea. Do you remember the plan? You and my doll will creep up into the entrance so that you can spy on the activities of the Uruks within the walls. Once you have determined that things are as we expect them to be, Rodwin and I will drop into the camp from above while Curafun sows confusion among the Uruks with arrows. I have tasked Ramdir with keeping an eye on Isteron. Our Lord Master has decided that he wants to study the effects of some plant that he found on the Uruks, and I am sure that Ramdir will keep him from interfering with the plan. It is time, Pine Sea. May good fortune shine on us all, and we will have Drofty Broadshield back with us before the moon is any higher in the night sky. Well, I'm sure the moon is somewhere. All right. I guess we will get to it before the moon is visible to me. How about that? Bindsy is ready, Mydell, if you are. All right. Oh boy, she is all ready for stealth work. Our part of this plan is to free Draftley should be easy, Pindsy. We are to sneak up to the gate and listen to the conversation of the Uruks. Listen for anything that would make us need to change our plans, and hope that we don't hear any of it, I guess. I may not be much of a captain, but I will be the best burglar that I can for my friends. Follow me, and do not let yourself be seen. All right. This way, and stay quiet. All right. Let's see, there's some Uruks right over there. So let's make sure they don't see me. Is that so? It's true. Some of the boys think that we might not have the right one. What do you mean? The bosses want halflings, and he got a halfling. It's a halfling, though? The boys say that it's a dwarf. It's half as tall as we are, isn't it? That's a halfling. Are you sure that's what he means? Ram, dear, what are you doing back here? Where is Isteron? Oh. What? Get him! Glowers! This way for Glowers! Let's get him! You say drafted for the cage. We will rescue our friend. Okay. He's going after the Glowers then. Well, he'll get a lot of glowering, all right, from his friends after this is over. There, look. You think I can open this up? It is no use, Piney. My friends are better off without me. I am no use as a guardian. Look at me, stuck in this cage, depending on someone else to free me. That's not the way of the dwarf. Well, your friends are endangered and they need your help, though. But what can I do? I'm stuck in this cage. Oh, what can I do? I have to get out of here. My friends need me. Aha! Yes, did you see that? No cage contained Ruffly Broadshield. Now that's the spirit. Ha ha ha! I am ready to fight more. Piney, I am a dwarf. I am a guardian, and I am free. Now, let us go save my friends. All right. Oh, yes. Oopsie daisy. It looks like the Glowery distraction is done with, so let us go. Don't bother, Piney. There's no point in setting me. We're still at the old bit there. Droply, it's good to see you back. Yes, let's deal with these guys. There you go. Okay, next. Take that! Take that! Alright, well, it looks like your friends are busy. But so are those Uruks. Whoa! Good work! And there is... Hurry, Droply! Something terrible awaits on the top! Something terrible. Well, I hope it's not, well, I was about to say, I hope it's not another Nazgul, but, it is. What's going on here? The Glowers worked tremendously, Piney. I cannot believe I took Listershade and so much for granted. All they do is glow. Sometimes that is enough. But they can't help me now, can they? Look at that thing. Yeah. Stay back, creature of shadow. I will crush you into a paste, foolish one. It will cost you dearly, servant of Sauron. Tell me what I want to know, and I will let you live. One of you stood by the stone seat atop the hill. Tell me who it was, and you will be rewarded. We have nothing to say to you. I will speak. You are wise to obey, dwarf. Disobedient fools! I am Ramdir, Warden of Minas Ithil. Your time is ended, creature of shadow. My time! My time is dawning! My master's victory is near at hand! Well, that was a fortunate gambit, Pine-Sea. We survived, but I do not dare to call that a triumph. We must leave the east wall as soon as we can, for the wraith may return when he recovers from his disappointment of which he spoke. We cannot stay here. No, we cannot stay here. I think my work here is done.
Thank you very much for your help. Now we can...
There were some close moments, Pine-Sea, but Mada's plan worked flawlessly. Well, perhaps not flawlessly, but it did what it was supposed to. Droppley is rescued, and now we can resume our journey. Thank you very much for your help, Pine-Sea. Now we can... Where did Droppley go? He was here a moment ago. Isteron! Isteron, where have you wandered off to now? And they are off again. It is not easy leading this company, that is for certain. I wonder if Curlin needs any help running his farm. Oh no, what am I saying? Well, thank you once again, Pine-Sea. There are my friends, but sometimes I think they have more to fear from themselves than they do from orcs. Good fortune upon your journey. That's right, good fortune then. And let's see, what do we get here? We get, let's see. How about a ring? Ooh, actually, this looks like it's going to be a major upgrade.
Thank you very much for your help. Now we can...
Now, allow me to give you some advice. If you have thoroughly explored the East Wall, your road now leads elsewhere, as does ours. But where should you go? If you have not already explored the Wold, I have heard that there is a town there called Langhold, that is the northernmost reaches, just south of the border of the Great River. You could travel there and find work to be done, I have no doubt. Or, if you've already... Well, actually, I will be going to the Wold, so I guess I don't need to hear the other part. So, let's head out and head to Monsing's camp so that we can get to the Wold. Hello there, Monsing. You wouldn't have to have seen an elf and a dwarf around.
A party of Uruks fled from the east wall of the Norcrofts on foot.
Well, I don't know anything about that Dunlending girl, but Horn is one of my people, and I trust him. I will tell you what I told him. A party of Uruks has fled from the east wall on foot into the Norcrofts. If you would go to the ridge west of you, you might be able to look over the plains and see where they went. Well, might be able to, if it weren't raining. Here's the ridge. You stand on the ridge that forms the border with the Norcrofts. Okay, let's have a look. You peer out over the plains and see a far-off cloud of dust. You're kidding me! How's dust gonna survive in this weather? I don't know. How is this Uruk going to survive when I stab it? That's an even bigger unknown. Well, yikes. What do you say, Horn?
It is strange to look out over the plains of my home. And no, I am not welcome there.
It is your duty to follow the rumor of your friends, and it is my desire to help you to do so. So I will follow you if you must pass into Rohan. Corridon tells me that the Uruks are likely pursued by an elf, a dwarf, and a man. And though the tracks are faint and hard to read, I trust his instincts in this tracking skill. They would need to be incomparable hunters themselves to catch the Uruks if they did not depart immediately, and it seems that they did not. And we are leaving well after both groups, so heed this warning. We will have no hope of catching up with the Uruks that fled the east wall without war steeds of our own. We should speak with Monsing about acquiring some steeds. Okie dokie. Well, What do you see about that, Nona?
Horn is an unusual man. I will keep an eye on him for you.
Look at the rolling fields and plains of the Horse Lords. They were meant for my people, but they were taken from us. Horn and I hunted for signs of your friends while you were in Parth Galen. He is not like the rest of the Horse Lords. If he wishes to go into Rohan, a land from which he is exiled, I will do so without complaint. See how much he risked for the cause of strangers. He is a most unusual man, Pine Sea. I'll have to keep an eye on him for you. Okay, and what does Corridon have to say? Well?
The last time I traveled south, orcs were gathering on the river bank.
A group of Uruks passed this way. The signs are clear as that much at least. They trampled grass underfoot and kicked aside stones with little care for where they placed their booted feet. They were in a hurry, and they held captives 2 halflings whose identities I think that we both know, Pine Sea. The Uruks are right to worry, for their run took them into Rohan, and they are several days ahead of us and, well, I feel, mere hours ahead of their pursuers. For they are pursued by 3 of our mutual friends, I think. But why? Did the Uruks think that they had captured something more than the captives? We must follow them. If we can lend our aid to the captives or the pursuers, we must do so. But we will need war steeds if we are to have any hope of catching them on the great plains of Rohan. All right, so back to Monsig and to see if there's any way in which we could get some war steeds. Hello there, Monsig. Is there any way we could get some faster horses?
You have urgent business within Rohan?
It is not for me to ask questions. Know that my people are suspicious of outsiders, and you travel with not 1 but 2, and you are one yourself. Well, that is a little bit of a detail. Let's see, how about I take this one?
Some of my men are returning to the Wold. You are welcome to go with them.
The 4 of you will need war steeds if you are to have any hope of making good time on the plains of Rohan. Some of my men are returning to the Wold. You are welcome to go with them if you'd like. Help my people at Langhold and Harwick, and you can have the war steeds that you need. Well, let us hope that you're right. And after much travel, I have arrived in Langhold.
You have need of war steeds. Perhaps I can help you.
Welcome to the Wold, Pine Sea. All right, welcome to the Wold. I hope you can help me in the war steeds. What do you need?
You will need war steeds for yourself and your companions.
We face difficult times, not just in Langhold, but throughout all the Wold as well. The Elden King has left those of us in the Wold without much support. I don't blame him. Rumor tells me of a great armies marshalling in the west, and we are spread too thin over too wide of an area. If you desire to travel across the kingdom of Rohan, you will need war steeds for yourself and your companions. There are 2 things that you will need to accomplish in order to obtain the privilege of such steeds. First, help in the support of Langhold. Once the city is made safe, travel south along the road to Harwick, and you will be instructed in the skills necessary to safely and swiftly ride a war steed. All right, so I need to complete, help the people of Langhold, and then head over to Harwick. I suppose so. And I guess you're the one who I'm supposed to help?
The Rohirrim have need of your services.
We have had word of our kindred in the great river, of a heroic traveler who passed through Stangard. I can see that you are the same one of whom such praise was spoken. The Thing of Langhold would receive you in the mead hall without delay. This part of the Wold welcomes guests with wide arms, but enemies of the mark, beware! It is my duty to warn you thus. Okay, well, fortunately I have no plan to be an enemy of the mark, so let us head over to to the mead hall where we can speak with the Thane. And that's where you'll meet me when we return for the next episode of River and Sea.